Diets don't work. Wouldn't it be nice if diets gave you accurate information about the effectiveness of the diet plan? Seeing that only 5% of diets actually work and the other 95% of dieters will regain the weight loss and more over the next 1 to 5 years, wouldn't it be nice if diets had some kind of disclaimer like results aren't typical, or you will most likely fail at our diet, or this diet is just not sustainable? Of course, diet companies, they don't tell you this information because then you wouldn't spend the money on the diet books and the products and the supplements. Dieting is like playing the lottery, and the diet companies, they know this. The diet company wants you to think that their diet is the winning formula. And they actually hope, though, that you lose so that you will come back over and over and over again and keep trying and spending your money. And as we all know, dieters, they never blame the diet. They always blame themselves for not having enough willpower or dedication to stick to the diet plan. And the diets, they don't make you happy. They make you feel disappointed and defeated when you can no longer stick to the diet plan. Since diets are not focused on long-term success, why would anybody want to diet? When you diet, your body is so stressed. Your biology, it turns against you. And every day on the diet, you find yourself at a constant battle with the body that's trying to keep you alive and well. So why do people diet? Well, there's a few main reasons why people follow a diet: to lose weight easily and quickly, to feel happier at a different weight, to boost their self-esteem, for health reasons, to clean up eating habits that have suddenly become unhealthy, like holiday eating, to look differently, to change your body composition, to boost your performance, or to feel control in life due to anxiety or depression or stress. What's interesting is that many people in this world, they can maintain a healthy weight, they can lose weight, they can tone up easily, they can clean up their eating habits, they feel happy and healthy, they can change their body composition, and they can manage stress and anxiety in life without dieting. Imagine that. But seeing that we live in such a food and body obsessed society, where people are bombarded by messages that they do not have a perfect body, that the body needs fixing, the body needs to change, people don't address the deep-rooted beliefs and the patterns and the behaviors that guide food choices and eating patterns and body image related thoughts. And instead, people assume that dieting, it will fix everything. It's the cure-all. Although diets, they seem promising, they seem appealing, and they are trendy, they just do not work. So although a diet, it may sound encouraging, the success rate for dieting is so short term. Most dieters, they regain the weight they've lost, and they gain even more when they get off the diet. Food becomes more tempting when you're denied of your favorite foods, and strict rules, they will never last. Plus, dieting, it makes you feel edgy and moody and angry, not to mention the emotional feelings of shame and guilt when you break these food rules. If diets worked, everyone would be healthy and happy, but this is far from the truth in our society. Yet every year, we have more and more diet books and crazes advertising that this is the lifestyle change that you need. But do they change your lifestyle for the better? Absolutely not. As a board certified sports dietitian and licensed registered dietitian, my advice for any individual who is constantly dieting or maybe even considering a diet is to focus on creating a sustainable eating plan that you enjoy and that you can maintain for the rest of your life without feeling denied or deprived. A diet teaches you nothing except how to succeed with following rules and guidelines for a short period of time, which makes for a very miserable period of time until you can no longer sustain your diet plan. I'll give you an example of how diets are no fun. There's a popular diet program out there, and it states that they are a nutritional program designed to change your life in 30 days. It's marketed as a short-term nutritional reset designed to help you put an end to unhealthy cravings and habits, to restore your healthy metabolism, to heal your digestive tract, and to balance your immune system. This program says that they can cure lifestyle-related diseases like Crohn's, celiac, and endometriosis. For 30 days, you are not allowed to consume any sugar, no alcohol, no grains, no legumes, no nut butters, no soy, no dairy, no former unhealthy foods that you bake. That sounds fun, doesn't it? To me, this sounds like an absolutely horrible way to live your life. Not to mention, the research shows that individuals who diet are more likely to suffer from eating disorders or to have disordered eating behaviors. Diets are temporary and they require willpower and deprivation. They eliminate the key nutrients that your body needs to support your good health, and they teach you nothing about eating for nourishment, fuel, and for pleasure. Diets, they remove the pleasure away from eating, and they make you obsessed with the food that you just can't eat. So if I haven't already convinced you, please don't diet. Now I want to ask a question. Who am I talking here to today? You right there. Who am I talking to? Do you need to lose 20 or 30 or 50 pounds to be at a healthy weight? Do you have health issues like diabetes or Crohn's or cancer? Were you previously overweight and now you're trying to maintain a healthy weight? Do you want to gain weight? Do you want to lose 5 pounds to be more defined in your midsection or to have thinner thighs or a more toned butt? Were you recently told that you need to lose weight in order to improve your athletic performance? Do you have a distorted image of your body? Do you aspire to be leaner or more defined even though you are at a healthy weight? Do you hate your body and you feel that changing your body composition is the only way to feel happy? Do you feel insecure looking at other people on social media and you feel like changing your body composition will improve your self-confidence? Do you feel stressed and overwhelmed in life? And controlling your weight and food is a way that you feel in control over life. Do you have an eating disorder and you are terrified at the thought of gaining weight? I have a feeling if you are watching this right now, you're probably an athlete, a fitness enthusiast, a coach, or a parent of an athlete. Let's just assume that you are not a sedentary person and you identify yourself as a very active individual and exercise or training is a big part of your life. It's who you are. So I want to take a moment and I want to address the athletes who are listening to me talk about dieting. I am very concerned by the current eating habits of athletes these days, especially in the sports that I focus on with athletes. They include triathlons and running, and the 3 sports in triathlon: swimming, biking, and running. Far too many athletes are risking their health by being caught up in the mindset that you need to be thin or lean in order to win, or that you need to follow some type of extreme diet, like a low-carb diet, in order to be a better athlete, a better fat burner, or to be leaner. Absolutely no athlete should be on any diet. And any coach or nutrition expert or trainer who suggests an extreme method of fueling and eating should not be in the coaching business or nutrition business. With so much nutritional advice out there alongside so many nutrition experts and coaches, it's extremely important that the coaches, the nutrition experts, and the health and fitness professionals out there, that they understand the implications of giving an athlete nutrition advice when so many athletes already feel pressure to look differently. There's a fine line between an optimal racing weight, a healthy weight, and an unhealthy weight. Weight loss does not maximize your potential for athletic success, especially if it makes you more prone to injuries and illness. Healthy lifestyle habits, consistent training, good recovery, excellent nutrition habits, great mental strength, that's what fosters performance gains. Telling athletes that they shouldn't eat before a workout, that they should restrict fuel and water during workouts, and that they should follow a low carbohydrate diet, it contributes to a growing problem that more and more athletes are demonstrating distorted eating behaviors. Sure, the human body can cope with food deprivation short term and performance may improve, but undereating compromises all body systems, and the psychological and physical results can be devastating. We must remember that athletes need good health to perform well, but they also need to remain in good health for longevity and overall well-being in society. There are dramatic physical, psychological, and social changes associated with dieting, and asking athletes to restrict calories is dieting. Actually, it's worse. It's starving the body. For many athletes, they are starving the body from key nutrients and calories that support basic biological processes and healthy body and brain functioning. With so many athletes obsessed with body image, constantly being bombarded with visual images of toned and lean bodies, causing body dissatisfaction and comparison, telling athletes not to eat, it feeds disordered eating behaviors and poor body image thoughts that so many athletes already struggle with. Plus, being an athlete is stressful enough. If you are an expert giving an athlete nutrition advice, you better be prepared for the emotional, the physical, the psychological, and the health implications of your suggested dietary modifications before dishing out advice that you read in an article or from a research study. Sure, there's plenty of research to support performance improvements with dietary manipulation like fasted workouts, low-carb diets, carb cycling, but most athletes are not being provided with the appropriate approach to modifying the diet along with training, nor are these athletes being educated on the potential risks of training in a deprived state. And is anyone even monitoring these athletes for signs and symptoms that these diet strategies just aren't working? Or do we need to assume that every athlete who follows a dietary manipulation is going to just lose weight, become a great fat burner, and will become a better athlete through restriction? There's such a fine line that separates what is healthy and what is not healthy. And while we would never suggest for athletes to take performance enhancing drugs to get to that next level or to keep up with the competition or to get leaner, is it ethical to ask athletes to diet or to restrict carbohydrates or to not eat before workouts or to not fuel during workouts, all in an effort to win or for a personal best performance? What kind of message are we giving athletes? The cost of being a great athlete is destroying your health? As it relates to athletes, dieting or restricting carbohydrates or calories or fat or protein, it may as well be called starvation. Restricting food from individuals who expend a great amount of energy causes great emotional, cognitive, and behavioral symptoms that are performance and health limiting because the body and the brain are starved of energy. Whether you do it intentional or not, when athletes do not eat enough, the health of the body gets compromised. And you may be thinking, well, I eat calories. I eat 1,500 calories, and you're not starving your body. But most athletes are not giving their body enough energy and the appropriate amount of macronutrients, carbohydrates, proteins, and fats to support training demands. We live in a society where eating is either an afterthought and meals are poorly planned, or people are afraid to just eat too much. I don't want to eat too much. Am I eating too much? I shouldn't be eating this much. None of these contributes to a well-fueled or well-nourished athlete. Restrictive eating causes food obsessions, fatigue, weakness, hormone changes, bone issues, cardiac issues, fatigue, irritability, depression, body temperature changes, low blood sugar, and you lose the desire and the motivation to do things that you once loved to do. Restrictive eating may also lead to disordered eating, and eating disorders are among the deadliest psychological disorders with the highest rates of death related to a mental illness. Eating disorders are complex physical, psychological, and environmental mental illnesses, but many eating disorders can be prevented. I want to see healthy athletes doing amazing things with the human body, but not at the cost of an eating disorder. Athletes should not have to fast, skip meals, thrive off caffeinated drinks and pills, or run on fumes just to become a better athlete. When athletes diet or restrict energy or food with the goal of getting leaner, losing weight, or toning up, the mind, body, and emotions become significantly altered due to this calorie deprivation and extreme energy expenditure. Negative health effects develop when exercise or nutrition are taken to extremes. And in today's society, it seems like everything is taken to the extreme. With so much fixation on this righteous eating alongside the daily pressures from magazines and coaches and social media to achieve this body perfection, more and more athletes, they're not training and fueling, but they're excessively exercising and dieting. And sadly, misinformed athletes, they don't have a good perspective on what it actually takes to keep the body in good health as an athlete. They're not making the investment to understand, what do I need to do to keep my body healthy as an athlete? It's very important that coaches, health and fitness professionals, parents, and athletes understand that prescribing a diet or dietary strategies to an athlete in which the diet lacks nutrients, calories, macro, micronutrients, it has consequences to the athlete. If you're trying to lose weight or lean up for performance, you should not have to devote every minute of your life trying to reach or stay at a weight, because essentially you're living life like a starving person. You're fighting your biology. When you try to get below your set weight, it's not healthy, and your body begins to shut down in order to help you get that weight back up. If you feel like it's a fight to get yourself to weigh less, that may be a big sign that that's not a healthy weight that you're trying to achieve. You should never have to force yourself to be at a weight that requires extreme exercise or food restriction in order to achieve or maintain that weight. When the body is deprived of key nutrients, that's when your physiological functioning is compromised. Now, you may be thinking that you eat enough calories, but the question is, do you eat enough based on how much energy you are expending? Also, are you restricting your food intentionally or unintentionally? Do you eat before workouts? Do you not eat before workouts? Do you fuel after workouts or after workouts? Do you skip meals? Do you skip snacks? Is this healthy? Isn't this kind of like dieting? You don't eat before a workout, you don't fuel during a workout, and then you binge after a workout? Through healthy habits and smart training regimen, you will be able to achieve the leanest livable weight for performance gains without compromising your health. And guess what? You can still eat food that you love, and you don't have to restrict any type of food, even carbohydrates. And best of all, you are happy because food doesn't control your life. To be a successful athlete, you need a safe, realistic, and healthy way of training and eating in order to not set off the biological, neurological, and psychological changes that occur when you try to live below your set weight range. This may not be as low as your ideal weight or a body composition or what you think society thinks that you should look like. But you can be healthy at this weight. You can perform well at this weight, and you can be confident and happy at this weight. It should not be hard to maintain a healthy weight. And as your training changes, your body may unintentionally change in a good way because you are well nourished and well fueled. My hope is that by educating coaches and athletes on the devastating outcomes of dieting and energy restriction, and instead promote healthy eating and fueling habits for athletes, I can keep athletes from being so weight and food obsessed. Thus, we get better performances by athletes. We need to stop celebrating the athletic accomplishments made by athletes who are starving as we are simply just telling athletes that the anxiety and depression and fatigue and the injuries and the anemia and the weakened bones and the hormonal issues and the irritability and the social isolation and extreme food and weight preoccupation is normal and necessary in order to be a great athlete. It makes me so sad to see so many athletes spend all day worrying about what to eat, eating too much, and trying not to eat certain foods. When you restrict food, you don't become a better athlete. You become weak, tired, and withdrawn. Extreme exercising to burn off calories or to reward yourself with food in order to weigh less, it's not performance enhancing and it's not health promoting. You can't perform well with this lifestyle approach and you can't be happy with this approach. The mindset to be thin to win, it's not worth the price that your body has to pay when you're energy deprived. If you want to be a better athlete, feed yourself. Don't restrict calories, honor your hunger, learn to love your body. Give yourself permission to eat. Give yourself permission to fuel your body and take time out of your day to plan your diet. Plan how you're going to nourish your body. Take control over your diet without an extreme approach. Anything that you do in extreme, like a restrictive diet, is not changing your body or health for the better. Maybe you will achieve short-term success, but eventually you'll find yourself with health issues and a performance decline. To help you ease into 2017 with a great relationship with food and the body, my suggestion to you is to think of yourself as already being healthy. And don't tell yourself that you need a different body to be a good athlete. Love your body just the way it is. Because you know what? Genetics, they play a huge role in athletic success. And your ability to change your body composition, much of it is related to genetics. Thank your body. Your body is amazing. Your body can do so much. You can't tell yourself that you are fat or heavy or disgusting. And then at the same time, thank your body for being so awesome for allowing you to work out. It's time to change the way that you think about your body. You need to create a picture of yourself that is positive. As a healthy relationship with your body will help you have a healthy relationship with food. Accept yourself the way that you are right now. Empower yourself to feel good about your body. Once you create this positive self-talk about your body, you can then take the steps to create a healthy and sustainable style of eating that will keep your body in good health as you train for performance improvements or for fitness gains. If you're unable to make these changes alone, reach out to someone for help. If you need to work on your diet, reach out to a registered dietitian to help. I'm wishing you all the best in 2017, and I hope that today is the first day of a new year where you fuel and nourish your body with the nutrition and the energy that it deserves. Let this be the year where you don't diet, but instead you work on developing a healthy relationship with food and your body so that you can do amazing things with your body for many, many years to come. Thank you.